Hello and welcome back. Today we're looking at all of the coins that I have bought over 2021, released in 2021. So there are a couple that are dated 2022, but are 2021 coins that were purchased in 2020. Anyway, it's an interesting video, what I look forward to making, because it's nice to look back at the coins that come out through the year, and it's sort of a litmus test of how great and how exciting they were when they released, as to going through and going, oh yeah, that coin came out this year, and then thinking, oh, I'm sure that coin came out way before. But yeah, so we're going to be having a look through them. We're not going to look at every individual version of every coin that I bought, just my favorite version of the coin. First coin is always a little bit trickier because you don't want to be mean and say this coin is the coin that I dislike. The way I like to look at it, this is the coin that had the least impact on me, the one that I liked the least. However, in bunk I did dislike this coin, so it should come as no surprise. We start off with a Winnie the Pooh 50 pence, Winnie the Pooh and Friends, which looks very nice and silver proof. It's much better in colour form, but the base metal version of this is not too impressive a coin. The way that all the characters seem to blur together with the background, it was just a bit of a mess, but there we go, one down, plenty more to go. Next we move into a set, which is a set that I had foresaw. For many years I've been saying a Mr. Men set would be great. The way I visioned it, which I think many people did, was a whole set of 10p's with all the different characters released over a certain period of time, whatever. So we got 3 £5 coins, and that was this is Mr. Men and Little Miss. Then there's the Little Miss, and then Mr. Men. There isn't much sort of dividing the three of them. Again, I think they look better in colour, so I was tempted to put my coloured bunks in, but I think the silver looks a little bit nicer too. So anyway, these are the ones I grabbed to show you guys these coins again. But obviously I have my playlist. You can go back and have a look at all the coins I've purchased this year and previous years, as well as they've come out. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool set. Just £5 coins. I don't think were the coins for these to be on. Moving on, we have got Alice in Wonderland. This is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Very intricate designs on these, in terms of like the characters and the backgrounds, and the calligraphy of the wording is very pretty. But again, just a coin that I think Alice in Wonderland isn't like a major part of my childhood or whatever, so it didn't really resonate with me. But no, it's a fairly cool design. And this is the first of the 2 Alice in Wonderland £5 coins with the Cheshire Cat. Moving on, we then have Tigger. The next 2 are the other Winnie the Poohs. Again, Winnie the Pooh probably not the subject that speaks to me the most out of all the subjects they really have released coins on. This one coming second place for the 3 Winnie the Pooh coins, primarily because the hassle I had trying to get these. So yes, that was coloured my opinion somewhat of it. But no, it's a cool design. I think it's a nice coin. I like the old illustrations of the characters on it, and I like this one a lot more than I like the Winnie the Pooh and Friends. Then we have Owl. Again, very cute design. If it was a subject that resonated more with me, probably would have been higher in the rankings. Now we have the first 2022 dated coin, and that is the Year of the Tiger, the Lunar Year series. I think this was my first silver lunar year that I bought. The tiger looked very cool, and I was very impressed with this coin when it first came out. I thought it was a lovely coin, and then I've seen some of the other mints across the world releasing their lunar animal coins and thought, there's a couple of other countries that have done this a lot better. But not to say that I dislike this one, because I think this is a really cool design. The power and the resonance in the design, the motion in it, the ferocity in that tiger, I think is very cool. So we thought we'd seen the end of Peter Rabbit. It turns out we've seen the end of Peter Rabbit on our 50 pences, but we got another Peter Rabbit, this time a £5 coin, and we'll be getting another one next year, I believe. Well, that was in the Royal Proclamation. But again, I quite like this design in sort of its simplicity of the design. So yeah, I think it's a cool design. It was a bit different from the other Beatrix Potter coins that we've had previously, so it was a nice sort of step to the side of it, and it's almost feeling like there isn't going to be a year where we're not going to get something Beatrix Potter related, which doesn't faze me. I'm quite happy to keep getting Beatrix Potter coins, but again, this was a different kind of way of approaching sort of the design, and I quite like this one. Next up, we've got the Queen's 95th birthday. A beautiful, intricate design. It's just just didn't really jump out amazed me more than it has amazed it amazed me more than the ones we've looked at up to this point. But it's just a bit of it feels more of a definitive design, just sort of like the heraldic emblem. But again, it was one of the first coins we got to know was coming out last year, and we're getting some very nice, exciting Jubilee coins this year, this coming year, I should say. But no, it's a cool coin. But yeah, nothing more to say on that. We then have the Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh coin, which came out not too long after his passing. Again, a time where there was a lot in the news about him and his life and his times, and learning about his impact at the Royal Mint Advisory Committee as well. Again, it's just a nice design. I quite like sort of understating sort of the text. It's a cool portrait of him. A lovely coin. Next up we've got Gandhi. So there's a lot of confusion as to why are we commemorating Gandhi. I'm still not 100% sure I understand what we were commemorating, but nevertheless Amanda very much deserves being commemorated on coinage, and I love this flower here. I can't remember what the flower's called. A lily? I can't remember now. My brain is not working, but I just think it's such a sort of simplistic and pretty design, and I love the sort of around the edge of the coin, it's got this sort of border which makes it look like an much more interesting of a shape. So yeah, the one that I thought was a very standout, very cool coin this year. We have our One Music Legends from 2021, The Who, which is a very cool design. I've been very lucky. The 4 artists, or bands and artists that have been commemorated on the Music Legends have all been artists or bands that I either like or have enjoyed in the past, and The Who is one of those bands which I quite like as well. So yeah, it's a cool design. I think it's a really clever design, but yeah, very cool. I'm excited to see if there's any more Music Legends to come next year. I'm calling Annie Lennox as my guest. This year saw the end of the Queen's Beast series and the launch of a new multi-year £5 coin release series, that is the Tudor Beasts. Again, this is a set that I'm very excited for, that I think is going to grow and grow and grow and become a fantastic set, a real boom in this set. And this was our first outing of it, and it was interesting because you got the polka dots on the panther, which way back when you couldn't Google or watch a TV documentary, these panthers were these mythical foreign unknown creatures, and for some reason decided they had polka dots. But no, again, I'm excited to see the rest of this set. We've got a 50p first time in a while. We've got Charles Babbage, part of the Innovations in Science, with 3 Innovations in Science this year. It's a cool design, but again, it's just a bit of a shame that a lot of people have pointed out more recently coin releases have been a lot of letters, numbers, text and geometric shapes. I think this one is cleverer than others, but yeah, not my favourite 50p of the year, but still a pretty good go at it. Next up we've got the Snowman. Last year's Snowman was one of my favourite coins. I thought it was such a beautiful design. This year's Snowman is very nice. It doesn't have the impact that the last year's Snowman had, but still a beautiful coin. I love the use of the colours. It's a shame that because the last year's was a little bit holographic, and I think that would add a bit more of a dimension to this coin, but needless to say, it's a lovely coin. We're stepping into dinosaurs now. We have the Dimorphodon. A bit lower than the other dinosaurs. It looked like we were going to have ocean-bound, sea-bound dinosaurs, and then they threw Dimorphodon into the mix, which is a flying dinosaur. So yeah, a coin set that I've been excited about. I'm quite eager for there to be another 3, because these dinosaurs are very cool designs, very cool things, and as long as they pick ones that are easy to pronounce would be my suggestion. Then we have Royal Albert Hall, which was, again, it probably wouldn't have been as high placed as it was had it not been for this coin. Now this coin, I can try and show you, is a domed coin, so it's got a bump on it. This is the UK's first ever domed coin. When we look at this side, you can see it is concave. I can never remember which way is which, so it sinks in. There's a dip in it, which I thought was a very, very cool sort of coin to have, and I got it in standard bunk and in standard silver, and then I found out that the domed coin was coming out as well, and I thought, oh, I've got to have that because it is such a interesting design. I like the design itself, it has to be said as well, but the fact that it's domed had probably bumped it up a few places because it was just an interesting little something different that the Royal Mint were doing with this coin. Back with another dinosaur, we have Plesiosaurus, again, a lovely coin. I loved on these ocean-bound dinosaurs, we've got this sort of rippling effect of the water around it. They were really standout features to this coin to me. But again, very nice coins. I mean, I'm ever hopeful we'll get more in the coming year. Now into the top 10. Top 10. At number 10, we have John Logie Bird. I think that's how you pronounce this surname, because I got told off for saying Baird and Bard and whatever, but I think it's John Logie Bird. And our second innovation in science that we've looked at in this video. Again, it's a bit of a simplistic design, but I quite like that this sort of ripple, as you can see in the coin there, is very nice. But no, very cool coin. And at number 9, we've got the final dinosaur of the year. Temnodontosaurus, again, had this cool rippling effect and was just a coin that I thought was very cool. I was very excited to add to my collection. In at number 8, we have Insulin, the final of our innovations in science set. Very cool design. I love these sort of geometric shapes and the designs around it. It felt more than just sort of text on a coin, and yeah, superb coin. In at number 7, we have got Team GB, a really nice coin. I really like this design. There were some issues with the colour being applied slightly misaligned, but mine was fine, so I can't grumble about that. A real shame this one didn't go into circulation, because it is just such a beautiful design. Obviously, the other interesting fact people have said is the 2020 Olympic Games, but obviously held in 2021, so it's a somewhat dual dated coin. I know there's lots of coins that got dual dates on them, but yeah, again, does that add value to the coin? Probably not. Wouldn't have thought so, but I thought it was a cool coin and one that I really wanted to see in circulation, but sadly looks like it's not going to be the case. And at number 6, we have one of the only two £2 coins that we got released last year, which is a real shame, because I love silver-proof £2 coins. I think they really pop. They have really nice designs. This is Sir Walter Scott, a very lovely coin, and yeah, just a shame we didn't get more £2 coins, because as I said, they're my favourite coins when they come out. I get really excited about them. Obviously we've seen a couple that were coming out next year. I'm hopeful we're going to get more than 2 next year, because it'd be a real shame if we get a bazillion £5 coins and only 2 £2 coins. In at number 5 then, we have got the Decimal Day 50 pence. It is such a lovely design. We've got obviously all the different parts of the pre-decimal coinage making up the design of this 50 pence. But no, it's an absolutely stunning coin, one that I really like. It was one of the first Royal Mint trips we could take after lockdown this year as well. So again, holds a special place for that, and it's just the design itself is a lovely, lovely design. Surprisingly, in at number 4 is King Alfred the Great, the £5 coin. Now, when I got this, I thought, this is a really ugly coin. This looks like a child has drawn it. But then the more I disliked the design, the more I looked into it, and then the more I actually enjoyed the design. Because Alfred the Great is a very sort of a local historical person to myself, living in Hampshire. He's the capital of King Alfred the Great's England was Winchester, and I went to University of Winchester. You've got all the statues of King Alfred the Great. You've got the Great Hall with the round table in it. So yeah, a coin that I was expecting to really like, and then the design came out, I was like, this is really rubbish. But the more I looked into it, the more I found out this design here is almost a copy of a design of him on a gemstone that's in the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford, which I still haven't gone to see, but I've seen pictures of it. So the more I looked into it, the more I appreciated this design, and it's ended up at number 4, so that's not bad going for a coin initially. I thought, ugh. In at number 3, we have this year's Remembrance Day £5 coins, which is an absolutely stunning coin. The sort of matte finish of the background and then the mirror finish of the letters. It looks absolutely stunning with that little flurry of colour in it as well with those poppies. I think this is an absolutely beautiful coin. In fact, last year's Remembrance Day £5 coin was a stunning coin as well, so the Remembrance Day ones have been absolutely wonderful. So then in at number 2, we have H.G. Wells. So this is a coin. When it came out in the images of the annual set, I thought, wow, that looks stunning. I can't wait to get my hands on that. And then we had the big furore about this tripod has got 4 legs. Tripod should only have 3 legs. Apparently the Invisible Man never wore a top hat. It should have been a bowler hat or whatever. So yeah, inaccuracies within the coin itself. But if I'm taking the coin at just the sort of the design, I really like this coin. It is a coin that fills the design. It's an interesting design. If that was in your change and you got it, I think you'd definitely go, oh, what's that? That's an interesting looking coin, isn't it? So yeah, if they could have just erased one of the legs and changed the hat, this would just be the perfect coin. And the fact that it's on a £2 coin as well, again, I'm a bit biased towards £2 coins. I think they look absolutely stunning. So yes, very secure in its second place. And had it not been for all the furore about the design, it might well have got into first place. But first place, which should probably come as no surprise, because it's a coin I've been talking about being my favourite coin for quite a while since it came out. It is the Queen's Beasts Completer coin. It is just an absolutely beautiful coin. We've got all the different Queen's Beasts that came out over that 5-year period, I think it was, that they were released. It is just such a lovely, superb design with so much intricate detail on it. When I came to make this video, I knew this was going to be my favourite coin. I knew HD Wars was going to be a very close second, but no, this has been in my mind, the best coin released in 2021, and gives me great hope and expectations for next year, having seen and heard some of the designs we're going to be getting. I can't wait, and the annual sets are just around the corner. We should be getting them in the coming weeks to get our first glimpse, our first grab, our first touch of 2022 coins. But yes, we've had a whole range of fascinating and amazing coins this year, so these have been my favourite picks of the year. So yes, overall I think we had a fantastic year for new coins last year. A bit of a leaning towards there being lots of £5 coins, but within those £5 coins a lot of very cool designs. I know £5 coins aren't everyone's favourite coins, but they have been growing on me. Like I said, some of the standout coins, I think was it 3 in my top 5 were £5 coins. So that, as I said, some very cool and interesting coins, and excited to see what next year brings us. There's some awesome releases, I'm sure, and some surprises along the way. Do let me know down in the comments though which has been your favourite coin from this year, whether it was a 50p, a £5, a £2 coin, or other world coins as well. Do let me know, because I know we have lots of viewers from outside of the little UK. For those of you that have watched this far into the video, feel free to come and join my Discord server. The link is in the description. If you're not on Discord, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and there's the PO box you can write into as you wish. Again, a massive thank you from me for your support and kindness over the last year. February will mark 4 years of me making these coin collecting videos, which is crazy to think. It'll be 4 years of Christopher Collects, which is pretty unbelievable. But yes, I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I hope you're going to have a fantastic New Year's, and thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.